Let's see if we can change some more minds tonight, Mia. What's up next on the low?
Well, the Biden-ness.
Yep.
The Biden-ness. It's the amount of Biden that exists. It's the Biden-ness.
Oh,
it's the level of Biden by,
it's an overdose.
Yes. It's booster shots of Biden. Okay. The Biden administration approved a record permanent jump in food stamps. Millions of Americans will see their food stamp benefits permanently increased by a record amount later this year. The Biden administration is expected to announce the new rules on Monday, and they are set to take effect in October. The average monthly benefits are slated to increase by $36 from a pre-pandemic average of $121, or about 25%. The change does not require a sign-off from Congress and will pertain to all of the more than 40 million people who receive these benefits, officially called the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, or for us on it, SNAP. It is a long time coming because we have not had an adjustment to this other than for inflation since 1962.
Well, think about
not a single adjustment.
Well, there's 40 million people who receive the benefits. And unfortunately, the SNAP program does exclude people that should otherwise qualify. There should be more people being taken care of, but 40 million still, it's about 15% of this country that needs this, and even more, probably another 15% more could use it that actually probably would qualify for it,
Oh, I was just going to say, I'm a firm believer in universality for pretty much every program. I think that there should be a basic amount of food that you're entitled to have as a human being.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Just as much as I feel like there's a basic amount of cash you should be entitled to have as a human being.
Mm-hmm. Yep, they don't provide the food, provide more cash. Just the way it is, one or the other. But in this article, it also says that the change is based upon the Department of Agriculture's made to the Thrifty Food Plan, which outlines nutritional goals for Americans. The framework suggests how much money each family can spend on a number of food groups to achieve a healthy diet. Congress in 2018 passed a law ordering a review of the plan, which the Biden administration asked the Department of Agriculture to accelerate upon taking office. According to the Times, the weekly cost for this plan jumps from $159 to $193 for a family of 4. 3/4 of families use their food stamps well within the first 2 weeks. Oh, wait, so this is only per month?
Oh, yes. Only per month. Imagine living on that, because I have.
That's not enough for a family of 4? A family of 4 to get less than 200. Let's just say $200. That's $50 a week for 4 people. Boy, that's...
Yeah, sometimes with dietary restrictions.
Yeah, imagine being diabetic or have, what's that? I'm trying to think of Crohn's disease or something. You can't have certain foods that inflame your bowels or whatever, like you said, dietary restrictions where it can get quite expensive. And you can't afford to eat healthy foods because it's too expensive, Well, it is an increase, but it's still not enough.
No, it is not enough.
It's little bites. It should be more. But like you're saying, this is the fourth time it's been adjusted since 1962.
I remember before Corona, we would run out middle of the month, and I'd be panhandling on Twitter for groceries every few days. It was demeaning, heartbreaking. People that I knew could use the money themselves would help me because they knew how it was going. I don't want to ever have to do that again, and I don't think anybody should ever have to make that choice.
Now, I think the SNAP program is separate from food stamps, though, right?
No, it is literally food stamps.
Oh, see, I thought SNAP was like part of the commodities we used to get when I was a kid, too, like the peanut butter, the government cheese.
That's WIC. It didn't used to be called SNAP. That's new, but it's still the same program.
So this is federal money. Well, and that's federal money. So every state has their own amount they add to it, right? I mean, it can't just be $200. I know people get way more than that.
It varies depending on what your income level is.
Right,
Sometimes
right,
it's less. Sometimes
Mhm.
it's a little bit more. The average amount, I'm sure, is what they're saying
Okay.
there for
Yeah.
people. Your amount will increase by 25% depending on how much you qualify for. The average probably being the number they're listing there. Because, like you
So,
said, there is different requirements per state and all that sort of thing. It's
right.
regulated by state funding.
Well, and there's actually, I just saw a video on TikTok of all places where this young lady was being quarantined for 10 days because she's exposed to COVID like directly. And so they put in Washington State, they actually give you 10 days worth of food and supplies. They send it to your home. They sent toilet paper, paper towels, apples, lemons, uh, cheese, lunch meat, bread, raw chicken, like fresh chicken breast, frozen chicken breast. So Washington State actually sends you like a care package if you get that, right? So some states are very, very generous and very humane, really, when they come. Washington State, man, big ups to Washington State. Whoever put that program together needs to be rewarded significantly and recognized. Yeah, so there's some states that's got their shit together and some just don't. Meanwhile, the rest of the country just doesn't. But yeah, this just shows you what they deem is necessary. Let's just say $200 a month total. Again, guys, this is for 4 people. 2 parents, 2 kids, or 1 parent and 3 kids, whatever it is. It's actually worse with 3 kids than it is with 2 parents because parents can be a little more.
And if you're both not working in Michigan, only one of you qualifies. Or I should say, yeah, you're both not working. That's right. Okay.
Yeah, so this just shows you how little they think it costs to live. I mean, I don't understand, man, but it is what it is, right? This is their system. And again, this is the first increase since 1962. I can't say that enough. 60 years, guys. 60 years almost.
Long overdue, insufficient, but tides begin to turn slowly. So we take this kind of news and we see it as portents of things to come if we continue to push and build that momentum, right?
And the child tax credit need to be permanent and keep improving these types of safety nets, to help people survive. Just flat out survive. It's not even thrive, just survive.
Yeah, thrive is UBI. That's the end goal.
Yes.
But we save who we can while we can on the way.
Well, I think I'd like to see them revisit the qualifications for SNAP as well, because enough people have been left behind. I think it said, I remember last year I saw a study that showed that I think only 60 to 70% of people who apply for SNAP actually get it. And 40% of those people who get rejected still should qualify. There's just been some paperwork error. That's all it is. So you got millions.
Honestly, remove the requirements.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, update them, man, and make them transparent and easy to understand. How
I
hard
really don't think there should be any. How many people are going to apply for something they don't need with as busy as our lives are?
Yeah, that's actually a very good point. Yeah. Well, again, I'm big on universal programs. So if you apply for SNAP, you get it, and if you make too much money come tax returns, you claw it back. And I know that number is negotiable, but when people are struggling at the moment, they need to get help now, not next year when they qualify. If they'd make less and da 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 da. These benefits are so delayed sometimes that you're going without quite a bit.
You lose your job, and it's not 2 months afterwards when you've gotten through the lines that you need help feeding your family.
Yeah.
It's that day. If you can automatically qualify and deal with it in taxes, then it doesn't matter if you were a Wall Street person making millions who suddenly now owes because of some bad investments and is in the hole $10,000.
Yeah.
That person could even need help the next day in our freaking winner takes all economy.
Yeah.
So let's make sure that anybody who gets kicked out onto the street because we have a cutthroat economy doesn't have to actually have their throat slit in the street.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Fighting over resources. So if anybody knows who's responsible for this Washington State program, please put it in the comment section. I would love to know who that person is and invite them on. It's a legislator. I'd love to talk to an actual legislator that makes shit like this happen, that makes sense. I wish I could find that if I can find that TikTok video, I will put the link in the description box when I make the clip of this. But she was very happy to say, hey man, I have everything I need for 10 days. So I really do think this is a great program, and if one state can do it, so can they all, you know. So no more excuses, and we got to get more forward-thinking people like this in charge of programs that help people. But yeah, if you guys know who this is, please comment and let us know. And let us know what you think about this in the comment section yourself. Do you qualify for these programs? Have you been excluded from the programs? How little did you make to get excluded from the program? I'd like to know that too, because, you know, oh yeah, I made a whole whatever $22,000. Oh, that's too much. You know, like it's really insulting what they consider enough.
I'd also like to hear some of the other weird state loopholes so that I don't feel so bad about being in Michigan, because I'm sure there's plenty in Florida to like make me feel great about living in Michigan.
Yeah, no shit. Yeah, man. So yeah, guys, let us know what you think about this in the comment section. While you're here, of course, give the video a like, hit subscribe, ring your notification bells, all that fun stuff. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you guys next time, and like always, go read a book.